You guys, we need to talk. Because Ned Fulmer just did something nobody expected him to do. He went live. Not a polished apology. Not a sit-down interview. Not a carefully edited comeback video. A raw, nearly hour-long livestream, where he let the internet say whatever it wanted to his face. And when I say whatever they wanted, I mean anything. People dragged him. People mocked his appearance. People brought up the cheating scandal. People questioned his character, his marriage, his health, his ego, his entire career. And instead of logging off, he stayed. At one point, Ned straight up admitted, "I kind of effed up my own life," and that moment right there? That's when this stopped feeling like damage control and started feeling like something else entirely. So let's talk about what actually happened in this live stream, what Ned admitted, why this felt different from everything he's done before, and whether this changes anything at all. Blank. First of all, let's set the scene. Ned didn't go live to promote a project. He didn't go live with moderators protecting him. He didn't go live with pre-screened questions. He literally said, "Ask me anything," and the internet said, "Oh, okay." The comments were ruthless. People told him he looked rough. People joked about his downfall. People demanded answers he has avoided for years. And instead of snapping back, instead of deflecting, instead of pretending it didn't bother him, he answered. That alone is wild, because Ned Fulmer has built his entire public image on control. Control over how he's seen. Control over how he's perceived. Control over being the good guy, and in this live? That control was gone. Which brings us to the first bombshell of the night. Blank. During the live stream, Ned opened up about something deeply personal. He revealed that he's been living with multiple sclerosis since his early BuzzFeed days. And people immediately asked, "Why didn't you say something sooner? Why wait until after the scandal?" His answer was uncomfortable and honestly revealing. He said he didn't want to be seen differently. He didn't want to be perceived as less than perfect. He didn't want anything to disrupt the image he worked so hard to maintain. Think about that. Not because MS is shameful, it isn't. But because Ned believed imperfection would cost him love, success, and respect. That tells you everything about the pressure he was living under and the mindset he was trapped in. He admitted that after the scandal, after losing everything he tried to protect, he realized how much he had been bottling up. And suddenly, the fear of being seen didn't matter anymore. Because what was left to lose? Blank. At one point, Ned said it plainly. No soft language. No PR phrasing. No emotional manipulation. He admitted he ruined his own life. Not, mistakes were made. Not, things got complicated. Not, I hurt people unintentionally. I did this. And that moment hit differently because for the first time, it didn't feel like he was trying to convince us of anything. He wasn't asking for forgiveness. He wasn't asking for sympathy. He wasn't even asking to be liked. He sounded resigned. Almost like someone who had finally stopped running from the truth. And then someone asked the question everyone wanted answered. Blank. Someone in the chat asked, "What was going through your mind when you hurt your family?" And somehow, Ned answered. He said it started with selfishness. It continued because of delusion. Because of rationalizing. Because of convincing himself the damage wasn't real, or at least not that bad. He admitted he hid the pain he was causing behind excuses. And then he said something that stood out. Fame makes it easy to forget other people exist. That doesn't excuse anything. But it does explain the mindset. And for the first time, he didn't center himself as the victim. He centered the damage. Blank. Ned didn't pretend the reaction was unfair. He acknowledged that this wasn't just cheating. It was cheating while branding himself as the wife guy, a relationship with an employee, a power imbalance, a public persona built on morality collapsing overnight. He admitted that even without the scandal, being removed from a major brand would have been news. This was layered. This was complicated. This was bigger than one bad decision. And hearing him finally acknowledge that mattered. Blank. Then came the moment of self-awareness that honestly surprised a lot of people. Ned admitted that the podcast with Ariel looked bad. And he's right. That interview didn't make people want to support him. It made people feel for Ariel. It made the imbalance obvious. It made his return feel premature and calculated. And for once, he didn't defend it. He admitted it was a misstep. That matters, because up until now, the biggest criticism of Ned has been avoiding accountability. Blank. blank. Ned also talked about how hard it's been to return to content creation. The internet isn't the same anymore. Audiences change. Platforms change. Patience change. He knows a large portion of people will never forgive him, and he seems to accept that. He said he's trying to find a new audience. People who want what he's making now. Not the curated version. Not the wife guy. Just him, blank, blank. This livestream didn't redeem Ned Fulmer. And it probably wasn't meant to. What it did do was show us a version of him we haven't seen before. Less controlled, less polished, less defensive, less obsessed with being perfect. Whether that's growth, or just what happens when the mask finally falls, that's up to you. But one thing is clear. This was the most honest Ned has been since the scandal. And honesty doesn't erase harm, but it does change the conversation. So now I want to know what you think. Was this genuine accountability? Or just a man with nothing left to protect? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.